Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the August 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Pisces. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for the month of August. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you, Pisces. But again, back to column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. We're going to start with a summary affirmation card here. Your card is I am gifted. This is such a neat card. Each of us Pisces has our own set of gifts, expertise, skills. So this is such a great reminder of how skilled you are. You're an expert in your own field. And likely in these last few weeks, you've been able to use those things that you are very good at. So love to see that. Let's take a look though at what clarifiers we have. First up, we have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is being very studious, being very hardworking. I really see you putting in the effort, again, using your skills, using your gifts, expertise, knowledge, working very hard towards something. The Page of Cups can also be a card of new love, so potentially a new friendship or a new love interest in the picture there. The next card that we have is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords has a lot of different meanings, but I feel like there was potentially a conflict here or an issue with a relationship. This is like theft, betrayal, dishonesty. This is you wanting to get away from this person or this situation. You see yourself picking up your swords and moving away. The next card that we have is the Three of Swords, which makes sense building off of that Seven of Swords, that thing that happened. These are some of those low feelings. This is the heartbreak, divorce, loss, depression, surgery, again, being kind of sad. This is, though, saying that we need to do our own healing. This is about pulling the sword from our own heart. In this case, I think that was what was prompting you moving away, what we're seeing in the Seven of Swords there. Let's take a look, though, and take a look at what other messages we may have. First up, we have the Nine of Wands. So in terms of, again, that thing that we were working so hard towards, stay persistent. The Nine of Wands is very much so a card of persistence. So continuing to push forward. Our next clarifier that we have is the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a card of needing to do some healing. This is very tolerant, very empathetic. I feel like you gave a lot of chances here, or tried to be understanding, tried to be empathetic. Again, it was like kind of give with the King of Cups there. So I don't know that this was a reoccurring thing, but again, I feel like there were multiple chances. You were like resilient. You tried to be tolerant. You tried to be empathetic. You tried to be understanding. At the bottom here, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. This is typically new job, raise, promotion, investment, some sort of new income. More than anything, though, it's like moving on from this. This is opening the door for something new. I feel like you did everything you can and it's best to move away from it. But there will be a new opportunity because of it. You know, one door closes and another door opens, Pisces. Okay, let's take a look at our next column, which is just general what's coming for the month of August. We have the card, I Feel Balanced. I love these cards. You probably have heard me say if you watch my videos before, the balance, the harmony, the peace, all my favorite cards. We all need more balance, harmony, peace. So I think you're going to have a much easier, much more peaceful, much more balanced next few weeks as you go into the month of August. So I love that for you, Pisces. Let's see what cards we have here, though, what messages I can give you. First up, we have the Justice card. The Justice card is a card that's always favorable for you. This is cause and effect. It's win-win solutions. This is also truth coming out, so finding out some sort of piece of information. But again, I feel like this is more about the win-win. This is having that perfect balance. You can do all the things that you need to do without being overwhelmed or overburdened, which I love to see. This is a great card also if you're dealing with contract, legal matter, things of the court. Definitely a favorable outcome there for you, Pisces. The next card that we have is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is very self-sufficient, very honest. Communication is going to be important these next few weeks, but it's almost like communicating your needs is what I'm hearing. So like if you want to have the evening to yourself, just tell somebody and they won't be offended by that. Rather than like making up an excuse to not do something, just say, hey, I'm tired and I want to hang out tonight. Or I was going to watch my show, or I was going to cook this meal for myself. So just communicate your needs. That's what I'm hearing. Communicate your needs, Pisces. At the bottom here, we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords has a lot of different meanings. One of them, though, is kind of like isolating. It's kind of keeping to ourselves a little bit. I think you're going to take this kind of balanced time, this quiet, this peace, which is good. It's not a bad thing. Again, I don't know that you're going to go out and do a whole lot of plans, but that's okay. Like, it's okay to have some you time, have some quiet time. Let's take a look and see what other messages we've got here. First up, we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is a card where we have a lot of different things going on. But again, this is win-win. You can get all the things done and not be burnt out, which is an amazing skill in itself. So I love to see that. The Seven of Cups is also non-committal. I just don't see you like wanting to go out and do a lot this month, Pisces, and that's okay. Lay low, take time for yourself, enjoy it, embrace it. The Seven of Cups is very non-committal. Again, I don't lie about it though. Don't be like, oh, I need to do this. Just say, I want to watch my show. I need to take a nap. I'm going to cook this dinner. Whatever it may be. So communicate your needs. The next card that we have is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is a card, this can be like anxiety, grief, worry, depression. More than anything though, I feel like you're maybe tired here, and it's okay to tell people you're tired. So make sure you're getting lots of rest this month. I know this isn't a standard meaning of this card, but I see this person in bed, and I feel like you need some extra time in bed this month, Pisces. So kind of lay low, collect yourself. That ties pretty well into what we've seen and talked about so far. At the bottom here, we have the Chariot. Somebody once described the Chariot to me as the vroom vroom card. Again, you get to do both. You get to get the action, the change. You're getting shiz done, but you also get to lay low and have a really nice, balanced, peaceful, calm next few weeks. So again, best of both worlds. I like that for you. You're getting stuff done, but you're also getting that nice, quiet time. Okay, taking a look now at our next column, we're going to talk about money. So starting out with a quick money message here for you, Pisces. Money flows like breaths of air. Just as you have to breathe out and in, you must also give and receive. Money does not like to sit like stagnant water. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money here. So first up, we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a decision that needs to happen here. So we'll clarify this a little bit more, but very clearly a decision needing to happen in terms of career or money this month. The next card that we have is the Wheel of Fortune. If you've watched my readings before, you know I love the Wheel of Fortune. It's one of my favorite cards in the entire deck. It's a card of good luck. It's a card of good fortune. And more than anything, it's a turning point. So it's a shift. If things have been kind of junky at work, this is a shift for the better. Maybe you've had to do some more spending and less savings. This is a good shift for you. Again, good luck, good fortune, but positive shift. At the bottom here, we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is a not very good relationship. There's bully, theft, violence, abusive, some sort of toxic relationship. There's somebody we're having a conflict at work, and I am thinking that this decision is like, do we move on? Do we move away? And I feel like that we're going to here. Let's take a look though and see what other messages we have. Yeah, this seems to be really bothering you. So continue on with this conflict. We have the Five of Wands. This is a card of rivalry, a card of challenges, a card of obstacles. This is things that just keep popping up. This seems to be an ongoing conflict. So the decision that needs to be made is, how do we move away? Or I think the question may be, do we move on to something else? Like, I think this relationship is at the point where it has motivated you enough to move on to something new. The next card we have is the Seven of Swords, continuing on what this could look like. This could be theft, betrayal, dishonesty. But you see this person on this card is gathering their stuff and moving away, moving on. Again, I feel like you're moving away from this job. You're moving away from this conflict, from this relationship. At the bottom here, we have the Knight of Swords. If you look at this card, both the horse and rider are moving very quickly. Again, I feel like this is the action, the change. This is you making the change. This is you moving away from this conflict or this relationship that just seems to be causing problems. Okay, taking a look at our next column, we are going to talk about anything related to love. Quick love message here. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, anything that you associate with love. First up, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant's very traditional, very conventional. This is a good relationship card. So if you're hoping to enter into a new relationship, this is a good one for you. But this is just like very standard, very domestic, very typical, which is not necessarily a bad thing. The next card that we have is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a card of needing to rest, retreat, renew, recover. I feel like even if you're in a relationship, I see you kind of withdrawing a little bit this month, laying a little low, a little to yourself. Again, I didn't see you going out and doing a lot of plans. We need this rest, renewal, recovery. We need that balance. Again, we're getting tons done, but also being well rested. At the bottom here, we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups, this is interesting. I feel like the other person could maybe take that kind of withdrawal the wrong way. So make sure, again, going back to what we talked about earlier, communicate here, because this person is like feeling a little unloved that you don't want to spend time with them. So just be aware of that, Pisces, so you can communicate. Again, I feel like you just need to lay low. You need to do this rest and recovery, but then the other person is kind of like, well, hey, where'd you go? So communication is key. Let's take a look at our clarifiers though. First up, we have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is that withdrawing card, that retreating card. You're going to just do you this month, which isn't bad. Again, I don't think the relationship is going to end, but you just like do not want to go out. You don't want to spend a lot of time. This is a you time month for sure, Pisces. The next card that we have is the Devil card. The Devil card is a card of overdoing. It's greed, addiction, envy, materialism, obsession. I feel like maybe you're a little overstimulated. There's just too much going on. I don't want to call overwhelmed, because I think we are walking this fine balance of getting a lot done and resting, but you have to swing hard on both sides to keep that balance, right? So we need this rest and recovery to make sure that we are not overexhausted, that we're not overburdened, that we're not overdoing things. So it's kind of that yin and yang. At the bottom here, we have the Ace of Wands. So anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. The Ace of Wands is typically like new project, new inspiration, new urge to create. What I'm hearing here though is like, this could create a new routine in the relationship. Like maybe there's one day a week that you each like have a you night. But again, the biggest thing is communication, because this other person's gonna be like, hey, where'd you go? What's going on? So communicate that need for some quiet and alone time. Okay, now let's take a look at our fifth and final column here, Pisces, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. You have the card, I am worthy. You are worthy, Pisces, of all of the things that you desire, respect, love, you name it, you are worthy. Love, love, love that affirmation card. Such a good one. Always use that for yourself. Remind yourself of your worthiness. But let's see what we're working with here. First up, we have the Seven of Cups. We already talked about this. You're feeling a little non-committal this month. I don't even know if non-committal is the word, because you have very clear vision. You're getting stuff done and you're laying low here. But be careful committing to plans, because you're just not going to want to do them later on. The next card that we have is the Nine of Cups. I love this. This is a literal meaning of wishes coming true. This is material happiness. This is abundance. This is good health. This is all good things. So this is like getting your wishes coming true. Again, you're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting stuff done and you're in this really nice, balanced, calm place. So wishes coming true there. At the bottom here, we have the Chariot. The Chariot's a card of action and change. It's about being on a journey. I like this because I feel like there's more to come. We can continue this where we're getting a ton done, but we're also feeling really well rested. This is sustainable, which is unique, Pisces, so love that. Let's see what clarifiers we've got though here. The first card we have is the Three of Cups. This is a card of friends. This is a card of celebration. Again, I just feel like you're going to be very non-committal, so be aware of that. I would almost maybe not make the plans in the first place because I just don't think you're going to want to do them. But be aware there will be invites, there will be things going on. But again, I just don't see you participating in a lot of them. The next card that we have is the Emperor. The Emperor is super long-term, it's strategic, it's planning. Again, this is sustainable. You're going to be able to maintain this kind of sense of peace and calm, but also getting shiz done. So very nice, unique position here. What a perfect balance of both. At the bottom here, we have the Magician. The Magician is very focused creativity. It's about turning your visions into reality. It's that very inspired action. Again, you know what you need to do. We have our wishes, our dreams, our hopes coming true. The Magician is making that inspired action. So I like to see that this is sustainable energy. Again, you're getting the best of both worlds here. Okay, now at this time I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1, we have the 7 of Spades. This is number 25 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2, we have the 10 of Spades. This is number 30 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3, we have the 3 of Spades, number 10 card. That's going to be a yes. So no, no, yes there for you. We're also going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. This is a crystal to keep with you through the month of August. He has smoky quartz, which is good for nerve strength, resilience. Very much so an anti-stress stone as well. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Pisces, your Healing Note says, be thankful for all things in your life, for they have opened your eyes to the good things you weren't paying attention to before. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Pisces, and I hope that you have a wonderful August.